Welcome to Vox Flash, I'm Riddles, and in this video we've got a full breakdown of the Journal Tactica, The Steel Hand of Mars. This 48-page book is a supplement for Warhammer the Horus Heresy, packed with lore and rules focusing on the Skitarii of the Mechanicum. The book opens with a lore section delving into the background of the Skitarri Conclaves, including the origins of the Battle Pilgrims, the makeup of a conclave, and a look at how they functioned alongside the Loyalists and the Traitors. The book also details a few accounts of Skitarii in action, capped off by a timeline of key events. There are also pages looking at colour schemes and iconography, with a double-page spread dedicated to the various tanks employed in the conclave. By this point, this is a pretty standard affair for a Journal Tactica, grounding the new units in the setting and exploring how they functioned. This section concludes with a model showcase of the Skitarii Battle Pilgrims and the Marshal. I'd say this is fairly light, and whereas in other Tacticas you'd see models presented in the colours of numerous legions, here you get a showcase of the models in a base scheme and a traitor variant. There are no alternatives beyond that, and nothing terribly themed towards either the sub-factions in the rules or showing them as allies in the wider Mechanicum force. It also doesn't make a deal of the Vulturax model either, which I think is a shame after it's made the transition from resin to plastic. When it comes to the gaming content then, the Steel Hand of Mars features an entirely new army list focused on the Skitarri Conclaves. The army list contains 4 sub-factions and an advanced reaction, and if taken as an allied detachment in the Mechanicum list, there's a rule to exempt them from the 50% points limit. What follows are then 8 unit profiles with the Skitarii. In support of the new wave of models, 2 of the profiles cover the Skitarii Battle Pilgrim Corpus and the Marshal, who will make up the bulk of the Skitarii force. The third entry is a new unit called a Bone Picker Host. These currently don't have models, and I doubt they ever will. The book makes a recommendation on how to build them from Necromunda bodies and Mechanicum weapons, which seems expensive for what they are, and I can't fathom why they've gone to the effort to make this entry when even they can't be bothered to convert any up to paint and showcase in the gallery section. The remaining 5 unit profiles are Skitarii variants of existing vehicles and includes the rules for the Vulturax. It's neat then that players can build an army of Skitarii and run them as their own force, but as there's little variety in the models and the unit selection is fairly limited, I think it's more likely we'll see them as allied detachments instead. Moving on from the Skitarii, there's a Liber Addenda for the Myrmidon Destructor host, which accompanies an upcoming plastic kit with new weapon options. Finally then, the book presents a series of missions for players to get stuck into. This includes a new legendary mission called the Vaults of Tharsis, which in the lore pits the traitor Skitarii force against the Imperial Fists as they seek to recover a mysterious relic. The rules content in the book is then capped off with the Relic Hunt mission pack. There are 3 such missions, and the lore descriptions are vague and generic so that they are playable by any faction. This mission pack presents a number of different scenarios centered around relic objectives, supported by a number of unique secondaries, which whilst it's nice to have additional ways of playing the game, for me specifically, they don't get me that excited. And that concludes our breakdown of the Journal Tactica, The Steel Hand of Mars. All in all, I think it's a nice book for fans of the new Skitarii models or anyone wanting to learn more about their lore, although outside of that I do struggle to see who exactly this book is for. On the other hand, if you like the models and love the idea of running an elite band of deadly Skitarii relic hunters in your army, then this book has got you covered. What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to Vox Flash for more Horus Heresy news and reviews coming soon.